In this lecture, let's see why technical ranking matters in a SEO. Technical factors are just like an entry ticket when you enter inside a theme park. In technical factors, we only talk about the on-page optimization of your website and not about the content. There is a separate section for content. Technical factors are not so crucial factors to get higher rankings in search engine results, but they are very essential to enter into the search engine results. You could have heard everywhere that content is king. Yes, I do accept. But without these technical factors, just having good content will not take you to better search engine rankings. Keywords are getting their importance decline day by day. I will explain this through a simple example. Some 8 to 9 years back, SEO experts used to stuff keywords for every other alternate line in the post or in the content. But after some 2 to 3 years, they reduced the number of times of keyword appearance in their post for every 50 words. In last 2 to 3 years, the keyword appearance has got reduced further to every 100th word. But do you know one thing? Now the best SEO content is the one which doesn't have the keyword in the body of the post. Do you wonder how it can happen? Because recently there is a higher rate of emergence of proof terms, relevant terms, etc. Don't confuse yourself with what is a proof term, what is the relevant term. Wow, what is that? We will see everything in detail in the upcoming sections and upcoming lectures. Just learn one thing, that what is SEO a year or 2 years back is a negative SEO now. A negative SEO is something which, if you do in your blog, then it will reduce your search engine rankings rather than improving the condition. Let's move on to the next important point, that is readability improvement. Over the keyword research of 2013, 14, 15 and 16, search engines are giving more importance to readability. Readability is nothing but, can a 6th grade or a 9th grade student be able to read your post? Or is it readable only by a postgraduate or a graduate student? So if your readability score is more, then it means that a 6th or 8th grade student can read and understand your content. Next comes hashtags and description. Search engines expect the existence of headings inside your content. For example, instead of just increasing the text size for headings or making them bold, you should assign H1, H2 and H3 tags for headings, subheadings and minor headings respectively. Also, they expect you to give a separate meta description in WordPress excerpts. Next comes domain and URL authority. A domain with higher SEO visibility is 100 times better than a normal website with 100 keyword optimized articles or posts. Nowadays, people are writing longer and longer posts. For example, posts that are running about 2000 to 3000 words. Also, people tend to add more multimedia content. For example, videos, images, and several animation effects inside the post, which causes slower loading. Earlier, Google tends to boost search engine rankings for websites which loads faster. But that's not the case now. If your website loads slower, then your search engine ranking will move lot many places back in the search engine results. So page speed or page loading time was a luxury 2 to 3 years back, which is an essential commodity now. So let's see how we can improve and implement all these technical factors inside our websites. In this lecture, we are going to see the importance of meta description existence. Here, I have searched for AMD AM4 socket. This is a keyword and my search result appears here. This is the title and this is the URL. Leave these two things. The thing you need to concentrate is these two lines. These are called meta description. Do you know why they are called meta descriptions? Let's see the post here. Normally, when you don't give meta description, Google automatically generates it by taking some first 150 to 155 characters from your post. If I haven't provided the meta description, then just see here, there is no AMD AM4 socket keyword in the first 150 characters, which could have led me to the technical disadvantage. But I have provided the custom meta description where AMD AM4 socket keyword is available. See here. This is the meta description I have provided. Here, you can see AMD AM4 socket keyword in the meta description. Though it's not important to add keywords in meta description, the existence of meta description is very important. Do you know why I insist on adding meta description for your post? Just see this test result or research of 10,000 keywords. Here you can see that for the top 30 search results, almost 98 to 99% of the posts have meta description in 2014, and this percentage has increased even by another 1% in 2015. This is why I insist to add meta description to all of your posts. Strong meta description text will help optimize the search engine result pages. Headings help organize the landing page content. This improves the user experience, click-through rates, and bounce rates, which will in turn improve rankings. In the upcoming lectures, let's see how we can add meta description to each of your posts. But in the next lecture, I'm going to explain you the importance of H1 and H2 tags. These are also called as heading tags. In this lecture, we are going to see the importance of existence of H1 and H2 tags in your post. H1 and H2 tags are nothing but heading tags. Before learning how to insert H1 and H2 tags in your post, let me show you or let me make you understand the importance of H1 and H2 tags in search engine rankings. The average usage of H2 tags has increased by around 4 to 5% in 2016 from second search result to the 30th one. Also, you can see that the percentage of usage of these H2 and even H1 tags is increasing gradually from the 30th search result to the second one. Almost 70 to 80% of top 20 pages are optimized with the existence of H1 headings. So it has become a prerequisite for a good ranking. In recent 2016 research data, the proportion of landing pages with a H1 in the source code has risen for almost all search positions compared with last year. The interesting part in this year's research is the correlation factor itself. It is 10% for existence of H1 and just 1% for existence of H2. Google has diverted its importance from existence of H2 in 2015 to existence of H1 in 2016. Even then, the existence of H2 in top 10 search results has increased from 74% in 2015 to 77% in 2016. And you can clearly see that not all top URLs use H2 headings in their content, such as from 8th to 10th. So, if you add more H2 headings in your content, it will give competitive advantage to your web pages. This doesn't mean you have to stuff H2 headings. Add it wherever it's appropriate. It should make your content easy to read and navigate for your users, thereby improving the overall user experience too. If you still want an absolute number to follow, I would suggest one H2 heading for every 150 to 200 words. Now let's see how we can add H1 and H2 tags in your post. Unlike meta descriptions or other technical SEO factors, you don't need a separate plugin to insert these heading tags. For a bunch of paragraphs, add a consolidated title or a heading like this, and then select the text. Then press toolbar toggle and give or assign it as heading 1 and heading 2 or subheadings like heading 3 or heading 4, etc. But I do recommend to keep only one heading 1 in your entire post, and you can assign multiple heading 2 and heading 3 tags to several other headings. Generally, most themes make the title as heading 1, else just give only one heading 1 in your post. These tags will inform the search engine that this is heading 3 tag or this is H2 tag, etc. You can even verify it by going to the text mode, and you can see that AMD AM4 socket finalized title is surrounded by H1 tags in the front and back. This will say to the search engine that this title belongs to a heading 1 tag. Also, you might have wondered that the percentage of existence is increasing gradually from the 30th search result to the second one. But why there is a sudden drop always in the first search result, even in H2 or H1? Along with the answer to this question, I will also make you realize the importance of H1 and H2 heading tags, meta descriptions, in terms of user experience in your site. Let's see that in the next lecture. In this lecture, we are going to learn the answer for the question I said in the previous lecture. That is, Why always the first search result doesn't mingle with the factors that we see in the second to 30th one. Also, you are going to learn the importance of H1, H2 and meta description tags for the user experience in your site. First, let's see the uniqueness of number one search result. You could have seen that the first search result has got a lesser percentage of H1, H2 and meta description existence, but still it ranks first, isn't it? This is because of the term called brand factor. You can also refer it to domain SEO visibility. For example, when a similar content is posted by a high authority website and a new website, Google gives the higher ranking for the higher authority website. Higher authority refers to better SEO domain visibility. Since the average usage of these H1, H2 and meta description tags are very high, I do recommend you to use these heading tags as well as the meta description tags in your post to get higher ranking in the search results. Now let's come to the answer for how this heading tags and meta description increases the user experience in your site. I have already shown you that the meta description, the search results, has got the keyword AMD AM4 socket. So it induces the user to click my search result compared to any other search result which doesn't have that particular keyword. So it increases the CTR, that is click-through rate. But once the user clicks the search result and comes to my post, if he doesn't find anything related to that keyword, then he may bounce back to the search result page immediately, or he may close the browser altogether, which will increase the bounce rate of my post. Alternatively, if you want to reduce the bounce rate, you should include only the related and optimized keywords for your post in the meta description. This is how it increases the user experience by reducing the bounce rate. Also, when you segregate the content with heading 1 and heading 2 tags, it's easier for the reader to read and navigate. Also, it structures your post to the reader in such a way that he can directly go to the required information section. For example, in this post, I have given two different heading 2s, that is, specification of AMD Zen processor and features of Summit Ridge platform or Bristol Ridge platform. Here, if any user specifically wants to read about AMD Zen processor specification, he can straight away move to this section and read about the specification of Zen processor. Whereas, if he is interested in features of Summit Ridge or Bristol Ridge platform, he can directly come here to read this segment. In this way, you can help the user to find his required information easily and effectively. This is how you are increasing the user experience, as well as you are getting higher search engine rankings in search results. I have used a term called domain SEO visibility twice in this lecture, isn't it? Let me tell you what is domain SEO visibility, or let's see the importance of keyword in the domain name itself in the next lecture.